Central Delhi is a landscape of heavy physical barricades, restricted zones, and constant patrols. It is the fortified core of the Indian government, designed for maximum visibility and control. Within this monitored perimeter sits Mandir Marg, a residential neighborhood that operates inside these multiple layers of state protection. Mato Ram lived here. A 63-year-old retired staffer for the Reserve Bank of India, he occupied a home in an area where residents generally expect a high baseline of safety. But on a Sunday evening, that security environment failed. Despite the checkpoints and proximity to power, a violent attack took place inside a first-floor bedroom. At 5:30 p.m., an electrician arrived at the house for a routine service visit. Upon entering the first floor, he found Ram lying in a pool of blood. He had been stabbed multiple times. The electrician alerted the neighbors, who called the police. By 5:30, a team was on site, and Ram was rushed to Lady Hardinge Hospital, where he was officially declared dead. The murder was brutal and messy, occurring during daylight hours in a high-security zone, yet no neighborhood alarms were raised. Investigators initially looked for signs of a breach, a broken window or a forced lock that would explain how an intruder got inside. They also mapped the movements of the household. Ram lived there with his wife, his son, and 2 daughters, but every single family member was away from the house at the exact time of the murder. That simultaneous absence suggests the attacker had precise knowledge of the family schedule, choosing the one window where Ram would be alone. With no signs of a struggle at the entrance and a timeline that matched the family's departure, the killer didn't need to break in. Police began pulling CCTV feeds from the immediate area to identify everyone who approached the property that evening. This is a timeline plotting the family's absence against the discovery of the crime. Investigators scanned the footage specifically for movement that overlapped with this window. They found a suspect whose appearance near the house aligned perfectly with that period of vulnerability. The figure on the camera was identified as a local resident known to Ram, who had reportedly visited him shortly before the stabbing. This shifted the focus of the investigation. The threat wasn't an external intruder, it was someone already living within the neighborhood's security bubble. The Mandir Marg police officially registered a murder case, transforming the inquiry into an active homicide pursuit. Law enforcement is now conducting a targeted manhunt to locate the specific suspect identified in the footage. Parallel to the search, forensic teams are analyzing blood and physical evidence recovered from the first-floor room. They are cross-referencing these findings with the CCTV timestamps to establish a minute-by-minute sequence of events. The working theory is that an acquaintance exploited their relationship with Ram to gain access to the home. The investigation is no longer about how someone got past the gates, but why a trusted associate turned violent. Central Delhi's security is designed to monitor public space, but that protection stops when a resident invites the wrong person across their threshold. Gates and guards are effective at stopping strangers, but they offer no defense against those we already know. In Mandir Marg, the most dangerous threat didn't have to climb a fence. It was someone who was simply let in.